What's happening? What a lovely weekend, chat. Hope you're all doing well. As usual, I'm joined by my host, Chris. How you doing, buddy?
Good man. How are you?
Fantastic, man. I love game days. Game days, match days. Oh, match days, Sundays. Even better, man. Even better. I'm looking forward to this. Right, chat. We got Crystal Palace. We got Rolf Rankik's first game in charge. Some exciting times, some exciting things. Chris, what's your take on Rolf, buddy?
Yeah, I was at first I wasn't sure, but I don't know, man. I'm positive. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can bring to the side. You know, his comment about developing players instead of buying older players really that sat well with me. I like it. But we'll wait and see. Hopefully he can get the best out of the side, and I'm excited about the style that he wants to bring. I love pressing fast football. So yeah, man, I think today will be a good test. And after the win at Arsenal, this could be a good jumping off point for us.
Yeah, man, super excited. A buddy of mine calls it Rockefeller football, man.
Nice.
Yeah, and look, it's all subject to getting the best out of the players we have at hand. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard Rolf's first press conference. For me, it was an absolute fantastic listen. Did you manage to catch any of that?
I caught a little bit of it. Yeah, it's
he speaks beautifully, eh?
He does, man.
Just, bro,
you can just feel the intelligence coming from him. He knows the game inside and out. And yeah. I really hope he can impart that on the players.
I think he can, but the time's limited, very limited.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit the ground running.
Yeah. Additionally, he hasn't been able to bring in any of his players or his. I mean, he's been given a pre-painted Picasso and then asked to make it a Rembrandt.
Yeah.
So. How good of an artist is he? This is going to be a test, man. This is going to be an absolute test, but one I'm looking forward to.
And I mean, we're close to January. If he is going to be bringing in players, we're not far off. So I'm not too worried. I think there's quality in the side, and I think he's going to get the best out of everybody.
Yeah, no, it's potential. There's huge potential, man. There's huge potential. Yeah, right, chat. If you haven't already, remember, hit that notification, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell, hit that share. We are doing our giveaway. First 1,000 followers on Facebook, and we're almost close to that number. Jeez, chat, you guys have been absolutely smashing it. YouTube, there are still so many spots available. If you look on the Facebook chat, there is the YouTube link. Head on over there, subscribe, get put into the entry twice, chat. Come on, 2 chances to win. Let's go, chat. Hit those noties, hit those follows, hit those subscribes, and let us know in chat how you're doing, where you're watching from. Come on, let's get involved. This channel is all about United, things United, and we're a united community, man. Let's be united. The United way. We keep talking about it. But yeah, so team news for today. What have you seen there, Chris?
I like the lineup.
Yeah, what is the lineup? Give it to us.
We got De Gea, Telles, Dallo, Maguire, which I'm still, not 100% on, but for what's available, that's, we'll live with it. Lindelof, let me get McFred. Fred impressed me the last game, other than taking up De Gea and his shot on goal. But I really do. I think we're going to see the best of him with Ralph. We got Rashford, Sancho, Bruno, and Ronaldo. I think this is a good starting 11. I think we're going to be able to pull it out against Palace today. Like I said, man, I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to see what comes next.
Yeah, there was a video going around. I wasn't able to find it. I heard rumblings through my various sources. Ralph was in the training session. I saw all the still photos. I don't know if you saw any of those.
No, I didn't see the photos.
So in the training video, you saw Ralph absolutely laying into Rashford and Lingard, like trying to get his instructions across. And
Good.
I absolutely, this is what I want to bring up. In the photos, in the training room photos, you could see, and now I know it's media, it's bias. You're only subjected to what they release, so you don't know the
Yeah,
full
yeah,
story, and
and they're pictures too,
and
right?
then
It's not
100% pictures. There's no context or anything. However, you saw presence. When you saw photos of Ole, you you saw McCarrick next to him, Phelan next to him, and
yeah.
it just looked like three empty heads, like all pondering, trying to get one collective thought together. Ralph, you see everyone's intense focus and attention is at him, and when he's speaking, and I don't think he demands that. I think it just comes natural. I think it's just he just oozes it, and I think some of the players are going to react and take it positively. However, I think there are going to be a few players left behind. Any thoughts on that?
German efficiency, man. Yeah, no, like I said, just from what I caught in the press conference, his football intelligence, it shines through. So, if he's going to drill that into the players in the training sessions, then let him yell, let him do what he's got to do. Everybody talks about Ferguson's hairdryer being, the catalyst for so many great things, especially after the half with United. So, if that's what we need, then that's what we need. You look at Conte with Tottenham. He's an authoritarian. That's what these players need right now because they're running around with no direction. So, yeah, let them have it. Let them give it to them.
Absolutely, let's give it to them, man. I'm tired of these personalities coming in and thinking they're better than the club.
Yeah,
Let's
no
let,
one's better than the club.
unless you Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
But
that's
he's
that's a different
a
that's
different
a
debate
different
for a
story,
different
different
day.
animal. Yeah.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Key for me in that team, I think today is going to be our midfield battle, and how quietly we can keep challenge Gallagher. Um, what's his name? That little
Uh,
midfield player of
I
theirs.
know who you mean.
Yeah, I think it's Gallagher.
I think you're right.
I got him
I'm,
in my
che-
fantasy team.
I'm checking now.
I don't think he'll
Well,
do. I hope he
yeah,
doesn't.
I hope he gets you no points
Yeah.
today.
No, I think I got us down at 2-1. I think I don't think Ralph's had enough time, and I mean he focused on the biggest thing. We need to stop these goals. We're leaking average two
Yep,
per game.
that's
So
it.
even if he improves by 50%, it's an improvement, which means one goal. So if we get one goal, I hope he's the guy that gets the goal, just so I can get my fantasy points.
That's fair.
but we then need to take him out the game. Interesting to see Ronaldo playing. Apparently, he picked up a knock
Hmm.
on Thursday.
He's in
Um,
my fantasy team, so I was happy to see the start.
I took him out. I don't think he. I had him first. Ronaldo
That's why
signing,
that's
bring him
that's
in, captain
that's
him.
that's why he scored 2 goals last week. You brought him out.
I took him out 3 weeks ago. I took him
No,
out at the right time.
I held out. I
There
held
was
out.
yeah, but a lot of people did. A lot of people did, and they're reaping the rewards because now he's too bloody expensive to bring into the side. You
Yeah.
have to wait for that wild card again. Tactical decisions here and there gone awry. Um, I think I think Ronaldo for me is going to be captain very soon. Just
Mhm. Yeah,
there's some
it was one of the
rumblings and
that was one of my first thoughts today is when I saw the armband on McGuire. I thought, yeah, Ralph hasn't changed it yet, but
I
I
don't think it'll be immediate. It would seem as a knee jerk reaction. He obviously needs to just see how Maguire would take it psychologically.
yeah,
Because you could absolutely destroy that guy, even though there isn't much to destroy at this point in time. But, he is Maguire after all, yeah?
yeah, yeah. That's
It's a
yeah.
tough one.
Don't
It's a tough
don't
one.
don't take the gorilla's bananas. I'll get upset.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's a great analogy. I
Yeah,
know.
I just came up with that one. You
What was a
think
good
I
one?
actually had some sleep last night?
I don't know. Barely awake. Um, yeah. So Ronaldo, man of the match for me. No, sorry, Fred, man of the match for me in the Arsenal game.
And
Ronaldo, just
he
absolute
looked
beast.
good. Fred looked. I mean, other than his obvious blunders, but otherwise, man, he played a great game.
Yeah, I think Fred in a more advanced role. I can definitely see more creativity in the
Hmm.
team. It's weird to say that because Fred's absolutely got no footballing skill or ability, like zero. Like even the pass to Bruno, the ball was under his feet. He looked like he was gonna mess it up. He never looks confident on the ball, ever, ever. But 120% runs his heart out, twists his ankle, breaks his leg, and the guy's still performing for 90 minutes.
Yep,
And I'll take
and
that in my team any day of the week.
doesn't want to come off.
No, exactly. I'll take that any
No,
day of the week, man. Any day of the
play
week.
through the
We've
pain.
had this
Absolutely.
discussion many times. I think Ronaldo pressing at minute 88 in opposition's half and almost winning it shows you that Ronaldo's maybe reading the press and knows he needs to adjust his game. I'm
He
a
does.
bit worried though. We can't get a full season out of Ronaldo like that. We're absolutely going to break him. We're going to
Yeah.
absolutely destroy him. I think.
But look, if the rest of the team is pressing, I don't think it's that important that he does. Like we've said before, he's there to score goals. If the rest of the team presses, gets the ball back, gets the ball to Ronaldo and he scores, then why break him?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, it's a tough one. A lot of my heart, like Ronaldo, he sells all the jerseys. He's the name everybody wants to wear. I'm
Sure.
pretty sure he's been instructed by the Glazers. Listen, you have to play the man. I mean, you're never gonna put Ronaldo on the bench just from a commercial commodity standpoint.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Ralph has to do something different. It's not going to be his usual. He doesn't have time to build a team to play his usual football. He has to work with the players he's got.
Yep.
And his key focus in the press conference was to focus on just making this team believe. And I saw rumors that we hired a team psych. Did you see that?
No, I didn't catch that, but
Yeah.
you
If
know,
anybody knows, just let us know in chat. I saw rumors that he's bringing in the New York guy, the um
oh, the New York Red Bulls
yeah, that guy, that
manager.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's team psychiatrist. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, anything's
Hey
possible.
man, it worked for Ted Lasso. Let's give it a shot.
Uh,
Got to believe, man.
Ted Lasso is actually a pretty good program. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie
I
there, P.
enjoy it.
I
Yeah,
do.
I
You know,
really enjoy it.
people told me to watch it, and I was like, and then I watched it, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, you're hooked. Yeah.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Right, chat. So we're closing in on kickoff. We've got 25 minutes. Team news is out. Looks pretty good. Starting lineup. I think Donny. Donny for me is the interesting one because Donny, ideally has to play where Bruno plays, and then who do you play, Bruno or Donny?
Yeah. I'm taking Bruno over Donny every day.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I don't think Rolf's going to play Donny out of position. Ole was reluctant to play Donny out of position, and I think that's why we didn't get any time. But if Donny doesn't play under Rolf, then I don't think Donny fits into the team dynamic. Doesn't fit. I just maybe doesn't fit in English football.
I think if we played one CDM, Donny could do a job beside Bruno, but I don't like him in that defensive midfielder role.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah.
His creativity. I mean, that's his
Yeah.
that's his specialty is vision, and yeah, not not in a defensive role or defensive capacity. So who do you see the other losers? I mean, I think Martial's going to struggle to break into this team. I think Rashford perhaps might. Rashford just doesn't look like he's in it. I mean, every ball, every run, he just looks like he's doing his own thing. It doesn't look like he's a part of the team. Do you get that sense?
Yeah, no, and I'm hoping Ralph kind of brings that back around. Rashford could be a hell of a player on his day, so let's hope for the best with that one too.
Yeah, I think it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I think Martial's going to be a big loser. I just yeah, and now this is the thing. We're hearing Jesse Lingard being poached by uh, um, Newcastle. We heard Newcastle are mounting serious bids across the table. I mean, they're going to do something. They need to try and get out of relegation. Big
Yeah, they
win.
got to build that team around John Joe.
Big win for them yesterday. To start. But if they take Lingard off our hands, that frees up some of the wage bill. I
Mhm.
know you mentioned it earlier. Ralph perhaps has 100 million to spend on players now in the
That's
January
the rumor.
transfer.
Yeah,
Look, I don't think any key big massive signings will happen in January. It'll be a youngster with high work rate, not really well known, signing his second or third contract, as Rolf would put it.
yeah,
So
a young player that he wants to develop, right?
absolutely, I don't think it's a bad decision. Uh, and the nice thing is going to be cheap. You're not going to
Mhm.
buy 18-year-old for 80 million. Unless he's Neymar, Mbappe. You know what I mean? We're not going to get one of those players, as I said.
But how many times has United bought those cheaper players and developed them? We
Since Fergie left, zero.
yeah, but before, I mean, don't
All of them.
you bring those players in, you give them a chance. That's how you get those players that'll die for the club. Look at Vidic. He came in for next to nothing, became our captain. He was an absolute warrior the entire time he was there. Those are the players we want. I I sit and I look at all these big signings, and we talk about players that think they're bigger than the club. When you're a defender that I'll point at Maguire for instance, comes in for 80 million, he thinks he's a superstar. We give him the armband and he doesn't perform. And then we look back at a player like Nemanja Vidic, who came in, and I forget for the cost, and it was years ago, but it would be nowhere near close to 80 million now. And look at the job that he did. He came in, and the belief that went behind him to become that player, man, those are the players we need. They'll die for the club, they'll die for the badge. That's what I want.
Yeah, well, absolutely, and also don't forget he's working. He's been working in a different league. He's been seeing different football to us. We know he's been watching a lot of English football and he loves English football and he's been dying to come to English football. And he had the opportunity with Chelsea. I remember Chelsea offered him a temp managerial position and he declined. I don't know if you saw when asked about that question what he said. Did you see his
No, I
answer?
didn't catch
That
that.
was beautiful. When asked Ralph, so Ralph, Chelsea offered you a temp position. You said you're not interested in temp positions yet. Yeah, you are taking the temperature the temp managerial position at United. And he says when a team like United call, you don't say no. I think that was an absolute mighty dig at the mighty Chelsea. It
That's
was
fantastic.
oh man, I laughed, and obviously I was listening to this. We got it bright and early on Friday morning. It was a 9 a.m. press conference in the UK, so it was super early for us. And I burst out laughter and woke up the family. It was yeah, quite a moment. I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah. It's Ralph's just he's giving me new lease of life, man. New lease of
he's
life.
he's a masterclass, man.
Uh,
I think it's going to be fun. Yeah, I think he's going to bring some of the good times back again.
he's gonna wreck this league. Absolutely gonna wreck it. Wreck it, Ralph.
Let him.
Hashtag
Let's
trend
let's do
that
it.
chat. Hashtag
I
wreck it, Ralph. Trend it.
I I want Old Trafford to be a fortress again, and I think he might be able to do that.
Yeah, it depends. I think on the consultancy role over the next two years.
Yeah, but
Um,
he did say that he'll see what happens at the end of the season. He might end up in the role
the hot seat.
permanently, right?
Honestly, how fantastic would this league be? Pep, Ralph, if he's doing well, Tuchel, Klopp. I mean,
Is Pep not leaving? I thought Pep
uh,
was leaving.
when at the end of this season?
Yeah, that's what I
I know
thought.
he said he wanted to go, but not yet. I think.
Yeah, I don't really pay too much attention because City.
Yeah, City are looking hot, man. Jeez, Louise, yesterday's game, they just absolutely bullied the opposition.
Yeah,
West Ham doing
and
us an absolute favor.
yeah, I was just gonna say
Thank you.
that. That's
Thank you, West Ham.
I've
Appreciate that,
got some
boys.
friends that are West Ham fans, and
Yeah, yeah. I think, how's that goal, man? That was, did you? I laughed.
man, West Ham are a good side. I've said it before. Moyes gets the best out of a club like that.
I, I do think. I don't think he's good enough. Or there's certain clubs that are just bigger than big,
Yeah,
and it takes a special kind. And I just don't think Moyes has that special sauce.
nope,
Look at he did fantastic at Everton. He did fantastic at West Ham. So he's a fantastic coach. Didn't do well at us. Didn't do well in Spain. Hasn't done well prior to West Ham. So I mean, yeah, we gave Moyes the chance. I don't want to hear the Moyes in, Moyes boys, none of that, unless they're beating Chelsea, which is fantastic. Thanks. But Liverpool, 97th minute fucking winner, 94th minute winner.
yeah,
Bastards.
right.
Bastards, man.
But even with that, man, that showed some holes
They
with the
did.
Liverpool side.
They did. They did.
Yeah,
They absolutely did. You just can't keep going at that pace, that tenacity, game after game after game, and it's not always going to pay off. Yesterday was the opportunity for teams to freaking stop that machine, and they're just doing what they need to do. That 94th minute, and it's so freaking annoying, man. So freaking annoying. Anyways, closing 9 points on Chelsea. I still think Chelsea are going to be favourites. Chelsea and City.
yeah, I agree.
Although I do think there's some fraction in that City team, man. Did you see Grealish coming off 66th minute, fluking, fuming,
No,
performing, shaking his head? Oh, he doesn't look a happy camper, man. Doesn't look happy at all.
well, what happens when you go to City?
True story.
Yeah.
True story. Absolutely.
Yeah,
True
I
story.
really liked Grealish at Villa. It's a shame he went where he went.
Some people just chase the money, man.
Yeah.
Just chase the money. It's all about the money. The Benjamins, brother. They pay the bills.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, did you hear Ole donated his severance sign out bonus or whatever?
Look, man, he's class.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Spend 2 hours on the phone with the new manager. It's class.
Yeah, absolute. But it's a little bit concerning that the technical role hasn't really been discussed, or it has been discussed, and Ralph was playing coy. Did you see the chirp about being offered a bonus if you can bring Holland across? Did
No.
you? Oh, that was beautiful. Commentator, pundit asked him, journalist asked him, so, is this true? Are you going to receive a bonus if you can bring in Eric Holland? And he's like, hold on, let me check the notes. And he grabs his paper and he flicks, and he goes, 10 million for Holland, 10 million for Mbappe, 10 million for, and he just listed all like Neto, whatever the other guy's name is, and the fact that he mentioned 10 million, and we know, I'm telling you now, that is freaking true, 100%. That guy pockets 10 million if he brings that guy into our team. Okay, the fact that he mentioned 10 million tells me he's listening to the press. Okay, and it's true.
I think
Your
we're gonna have
take on
some.
that?
I think we're gonna have some fun with this guy, man. I really do. And hell, man, if he can bring him over, give him 10 million.
Yeah, it's just that would be great. I think
Yeah,
there's Ronaldo's replacement. That's just man,
long
fantastic.
term. That's long term right there.
Yeah, 5 6 years out of him. That's
Yeah,
Champions League.
easily. Yeah.
But that's the thing. He's not coming in January. Forget it, chat. You can absolutely forget it. If we see him, we'll see him in the summer break.
Yeah. Yeah. I
In
mean,
the
we've
summer
got a good
break,
relationship with Dortmund too, so
we
I wouldn't
do.
rule it out.
We
Yeah.
do. We also have a good relationship with the player. The
Hmm.
club has had a good relationship with the player. Um, the biggest problem is now he's on the radar of every single club, not just. I mean, he
Yeah.
was on our radar 2 3 years ago. We knew about this guy. Everyone knew about this guy within our community and our circles, but the world didn't know about him. Now the world knows about him, and he's just a machine. He's better than Ronaldo, better than Messi. Uh, he's what
You know,
6 foot.
he's
He's 6'6" and 300 pounds and runs at 100 meters. Runs 100 in like 10 seconds, man.
well, when you've got legs like that, you can move that fast. It's like an ostrich.
He is. Have you seen him hit a ball? The ball deforms, bro.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. You know,
literally
he's
goes.
look, man. He's a monster.
No, yeah.
He's what Peter Crouch should have been.
Yeah. He's the Peter Crouch with the extra 200 pounds, man.
Yeah.
And a bit more footballing ability.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
to the Crouch fans. Yeah, Crouch on the couch, man. Crouch on the couch. If I was Peter Crouch, I'd start a podcast.
He's funny, man.
He is. He's brilliant.
Yeah. He's hilarious.
Did you see him in the training video during the 2010 World Cup? He's spinning bike. And he's alone, nobody's watching, and he's like, and Crouchy, and the pulls up, and then the kick, and Crouchy scores a winner, and he runs around the train. It's a gym session. The guy's on a pedal bike, and he thinks he just won the World Cup for England, which he didn't do. So, Crouchy, sit down, buddy. Sit down. Right, chat, we're looking at 12 minutes to kickoff, man. 12 minutes to kickoff. Where are you guys watching the game? How do you expect us to do? What do you think the result's going to be? I'm going for a 2-1 prediction here, chat. I don't think Rolf's had enough time to stop the completely stop the leaky defense, but I think we'll get a 50% improvement, which means we'll concede 1 goal. But I think
I'm gonna go with 3-1.
3-1. I
Yeah.
do think we have enough firepower up front, and if Rolf's had a chance to, because I think the message coming through, he spoke to Carrick, and it seemed he was upset that Carrick actually left. But understandable.
I'm upset that Carrick left.
I'm upset that Carrick left, but it's his decision. Fair enough. Totally understand it. Totally
Oh,
accept
100%. It makes sense.
Fair to the guy. Most successful manager in United's history, by the way. Just Michael Carrick. You know that. Never
Yeah,
lost the
he's
game.
thinking that the other day.
Giggsy lost 1 or lost 2. I think Giggsy had a 50-60% record as well. So yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he comes back. Maybe he doesn't. Who knows? But yeah, sad to see Carrick go. Ralph's obviously been speaking within the circles and getting messages and getting things, and I think they worked a lot on the defensive aspects and not a lot on the attacking aspects. If you see in the first half and even in the second half, our patterns to get the ball to the goal don't look right. They look non-existent, and I think Ralph's would have. It's easier maybe to get the defensive message across because our players are such in a defensive state of mind. When the opposition are running at you, they're already backpedaling. They don't have the confidence to all push up and all push forward because we've been bashed 19 goals in 3 games. It's fully understandable. Anybody's going to be down in confidence. So I think he's steadied the ship there.
Yeah, and
training.
That needs to be priority first. 100%. Is that leaky defense? Yeah,
100%. I think he's done enough. So we'll see. Maybe we don't concede. Maybe this will be a clean sheet today. But I'm going on stats. I'm playing stats. I think Palace are good for 1 goal. But hopefully now being with the players on the training ground, the runs, the patterns in an attacking way are going to be executed a lot better. That's what I'm looking for today. That's what I want to see today. our ability to get up the field in a comfortable manner. Because
in a comfortable, fast manner. That's what I want.
it doesn't even have to be fast. I'm not after fast. Fast comes when you keep doing it and you get good at it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proficiency of the job. I'm more worried about having our players being able to. The way I see it, professional sportsmen, professional athletes, professional anything are blank machines, and you get a coach and they program you. They put little inputs in you, and that's what you get in your output. Okay, it's like a computer, and I want to be able to see the messages coming into the players and an output happening. We were getting it from Ole. He was putting in messages, and if those were the outputs, either the players didn't understand the language, couldn't decode the program, and they couldn't execute. Okay, so it's either bad code or bad language or bad or misinterpretation, or our blank machines are not programmable, and that's what I'm maybe worried about. Ralph said it as well. You can only get what you get out of the current base. You can't get more out of the base if the base is the base. So I want to see the positivity in the forward movement, and let's see. That's what I want to see. I'm a bit nervous about that aspect, and that's one of the keys I'm looking forward to in this game, or looking out for in this game, should I say?
Yeah, I just want to see something different. Everything you said is right. We'll yeah. Yeah. No, I'm positive, man. I think we're gonna do well today.
Okay, so you're going for a 3-1 result. I'm going for a 2-1 result. Chat, let us know. What is your prediction? What is your result? We're 7 minutes away from kickoff. I think that's the perfect time to end it and let everyone go assume the position. Pull up the spot on the couch, get that telly on, listen to Glory, Glory, Man United as the Red Devils walk into the theater of dreams, chat. The theater of dreams. Just on that note, remember, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share. Tell your buddies, tag a mate. We are running a competition. First 1,000 followers on Facebook, first 1,000 followers on YouTube will be entered automatically into a draw. Keep your notifications on, chat. Stay informed. Come on. Let's go, United. Let's go. So from me
and me,
we shall see you soon, chat. Much love.
Let's go.
Let's go. Glory.